Hey guys, so welcome back to another video with me, and today's story, I guess I can do the first time I ever flew by myself, which was recently. It was like 4 or 5 months ago, and that was the first time I ever flown by myself, okay? And I'm not the type of person that likes to go places by herself or anything. I wanted to go back to Ohio to see my friends because I just missed them and I missed Ohio. I'm packing my bags. I'm being like super, like, do I have everything? Like, I can't forget anything. Like, my mom's not going to be with me. Like, it was just me by myself going to Ohio. Okay, I gotta make sure I have everything, like, because my mom's not going to be there to get it for me, and like, I can't go back home. Like, I can't fly home just to get something that I forgot. The day comes, and I think my flight was like at 11 a.m. So I had to be there at, no, it was probably like 2 p.m., 1 p.m. or something like that. Because I think we left my house around like 10:30 to get there at like 11. Because you're supposed to get to the airport 2 hours before your flight. And I wanted to get there 2 hours before my flight because it was the first time I was flying by myself. Like, and I hadn't flown in a while. It was just really scary for me because I go to check in and I put my suitcase on there. Like, I didn't even have my suitcase. I had a duffel bag because I was like, okay, I'm only going for like 4 nights and 5 days. So like, I don't need that much stuff. And it was still like warm, so it was summer clothes, so it was light and small stuff. So I think I just took a duffel bag and I just checked that. I get lost on where the security is because I went to some other security check. I don't know what it was. There was like this one, and then there's the one I was supposed to go to. I went to this one, and like I waited in the line, and they're like, oh, you're supposed to be at the other security thing. And I'm like, thanks. Telling me after I stood in this line for 15 minutes. So then I had to go walk to the other side, stand in that line, and it took me like another 10-15 minutes to get through that. So then I get through that, and in Vegas you have to ride like a monorail type thing, like an underground subway sort of type thing to get to the gates. So like I get on that. I'm like freaking out at this point because people are just like, I don't know, like I just don't like weird people. Like if people like look at me weird, I'm just like, oh my god, like please stop. Like I just don't like when going out in public by myself. Like I'm walking to the gate and I feel so freaking awkward. It's not even real, guys. Like I feel so lame just walking by myself in the airport, which I don't know why I would feel lame because everybody does that. Like everybody flies by themselves, like eventually. So like I don't know why I was like so weird about it. I find my gate and I get there like, and I had to wait like an hour and 45 minutes until like they started boarding us. So like I got there really early, which I didn't care because it was my first time flying. And yeah, so like I'm waiting there and I'm just like on my phone waiting, and then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go to the bathroom and like find some snacks to eat on the plane because I'm hungry. So I go to the bathroom and I'm trying to waste time. Once again, didn't work because it took me like a half hour to do all of that, so I still had to wait a long time. So like I just felt like really awkward just sitting by myself on my phone. Like I'm lame and I have no friends, so nobody was texting me really either, except for my mom. Like eventually the time comes and we board the plane, and I get so nervous about who I have to sit next to on the plane. And so I get on the plane and my anxiety went up to the moon. Okay, so like I was so scared because there's so many weird people in Vegas. Like there's just really weird freaking people in Vegas, and they're all mostly gambling people and alcoholics. And so like I'm freaking out. I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna have to sit next to some crazy person. I'm not gonna like it. And yeah, so I go and I sit down, and I was in the aisle seat because like I picked my seat, and I was in the aisle seat and nobody was next to me yet. Then there's this guy, he comes walking down, and he comes in and it's like, oh, this is my seat. I was like, okay, like I didn't want anybody to sit next to me. Like, I really did not want somebody to sit next to me because I was so scared. I immediately plugged my headphones in and put them in my ears so nobody would talk to me. And so, like, the plane ride was totally fine. Like, nobody bothered me or anything. Like, I was just listening to my music, like, playing games on my phone, trying to find stuff to waste time. And as we are, like, about to land, you know how the pilot comes on the intercom and is like, okay, like, it's this degrees and this time, like, we'll be landing shortly, so everybody go to the bathroom, like, the last time you can go to the bathroom and everything. So, like, I took my headphones out so I could hear them, and then the dude next to me starts talking to me. Okay, and it's like this, like, this dude, like, was talking, like, oh, like, how old are you, like, where, like, what brings you to Vegas, what, blah, 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 like, why are you going back to Cleveland, all these, like, I'm like, do you need to know my life story or something, dude? Like, you don't need to know where I'm going, or why I'm going, or how old I am, or anything. But, like, I told him, like, oh, at this time I was still 20, so I was like, oh, yeah, I'm 20, he's like, oh, wow, you're really young. Yeah, and I think he was, like, 51 or 52, okay? He was old, guys. Like, he was freaking me out at this point because he was legit, like, he was hitting, like, semi-hitting on me. Okay, and he was 52 and I was 20. Guys, I was super scared at this point. He said, why are you going to Cleveland? I was like, well, I just moved from here, and I just moved from here to Vegas, and I'm just coming back to visit some friends and, like, family and stuff. He's like, oh, that's cool. I just moved my cousin out to Vegas. Yeah, we drove from somewhere to Vegas. I was like, oh, yeah, we drove from Ohio to Vegas. And he was like, yeah, did you go through Colorado and, like, all that stuff? I was like, no, I think we went around, like, we went, like, right below Colorado, I think, or above it or something. I can't remember. He's like, oh, yeah, we had a fun time in Colorado. He got legal marijuana now. I'm like, cool, dude. Like, I don't care. I don't smoke, and I don't plan to. So, I'm like, stop talking to me. I do not care about you smoking in Colorado. My dumb self should have put in my headphones back in before we landed, because then this guy would have never talked to me, and I would have never gotten freaked out. We landed, and I go to get up, and we're walking off the plane, and the dude's right behind me. So I'm like, oh my god, like, he's gonna follow me or something. So, like, I'm walking off, and we, like, he's, like, walking, not next to me, but, like, okay, here's me, and here's him. So, like, he's, like, kind of, like, behind me, like, walking, but he's still by me, okay? And we walk to the baggage claim thing, waiting for the baggage, and he's standing right next to me. I'm like, okay, dude, there's this whole entire place around the baggage claim area, and you decide to stand right next to me? Why? Why? Please tell me why, because I want to know so bad. And our bags come, and I think mine came before his, I'm pretty sure. And I go to leave, and he goes, oh, it was nice meeting you, like, I hope you have fun out in Vegas, like, blah, blah, blah. I was like, oh, yeah, thanks, like, don't know why you're talking to me still, like, you're 50, and I am 20, so stop. But anyways, so then I get off, and I go and I meet my grandpa, because he's picking me up, and yeah. But that was the story of my first time flying by myself. Like, legit, it low-key traumatized me to flying by myself again. Like, I was scared to fly by myself back home. And yeah, and if you guys like it, make sure to give it a big thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button down there if you haven't already. And if you have, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. I'm sorry, my dog is in the background whining, so I have to hurry up. Oh, and happy Valentine's Day, everybody. Like, today is Tuesday, February 14th, Valentine's Day. And yeah, so I hope you guys all have an amazing Valentine's Day. I am gonna be single with no Valentine. I am single as a Pringle. My phone's about to die, I think. Oh god. I got 4%, guys. 4%. So I gotta hurry this up. I hope you guys have an amazing Valentine's Day. You get to spend it with your loved ones and your Valentine. And I will see you guys on Friday for another video. And I'm not sure what it's gonna be. Or you guys can leave in the comments below ideas that I could do for the next video. And yeah. And I'll also leave all my social media in the description box below, so you guys can follow me on there if you want to. And I will see you guys on Friday for another video. So peace and chicken grease.